way to Antietam Battlefield in Sharpsburg, Maryland. Yes, I did drag my friend along. She doesn't want to be here. Look at those mountains. That's where we're heading. We're in the mountains now. No cows, though. No cattle. Yeah. Antietam, Maryland. But we're getting close.
Tubi country over here.
We're getting real close.
Oh, this is water over here. We're going over it.
Yeah, we're passing the Antietam.
Huh?
Mhm.
Oh, that's a river? Or...
Yes. Wait, no, this is the Potomac. I'm sorry. This is the Potomac.
Yeah.
But we do, yeah, there you go, the Potomac. But we do pass the Antietam Creek. Yeah, it was fun. Look at that view. Are you serious? Look at God's work right there. Girl, but why does that sign say welcome to Virginia, y'all? How we go from Maryland to Virginia that quick?
You should uncover it all over the U.S. Like after you do this, like the secret, like Black history, but like also Black allies.
Have we started with the Trump flags? Yes, we have, love. Oh, there was a whole station. Actually, they're selling Trump flags.
Oh my God.
They're like,
where are we?
Get your Trump flags before you get in. And welcome to Sharpsburg.
God, it's so pretty over here too. Oh, now we're in West Virginia.
This is so pretty. Now we're in West Virginia.
Yeah.
It just said welcome to West Virginia.
Sure did.
West Virginia. Look at the mountain.
Oh, I know Harper's Ferry. Okay.
Harper's Ferry. We're passing Harper's Ferry. A lot of history there too. In business calls.
Hello.
Shanice.
Hello.
Hi.
Are you alive?
Yes, we're about to be at the battlefield.
Okay.
Of Antietam.
Yeah. What's up though? What's up? What's the word?
And it was pissing me off because I was like, honestly, one, I don't really remember what he was saying, but it was pissing me off. And then two, I guess it was also the person who it was coming from. Like,
right, exactly.
That added more to it. And
right.
so that's why I was like, I'm getting off the phone. I was like, I'm getting off the phone or whatever. And I think he kept on talking while I was getting off the phone.
He did.
Yeah.
And kept asking questions. And I'm like, did he not hear the part where she said,
Goodness.
Oh, it's bumpy. I know, it's bumpy.
Goodness. We out in the sticks.
Yeah. The sticks, baby. Hold on, girl. Because they need to see rural Maryland.
Oh, Maryland.
I think we're back in Maryland now.
Yeah, I think so. They're all new.
There you go. Yep. That's great. Thank you. Because this is where it starts to get a little Trumpy.
Turn right onto South Princess Street.
South Princess Street. Nothing princessy about it, love.
Yeah, it did feel royal.
And at the next one, turn left.
Definitely gives historic vibes, right?
Yeah.
Welcome to Washington County. Perfect. I got that sign. Fox Hill, which is relevant to some for reasons. Dang, I missed the historic Sharpsburg sign, but that's okay. General Robert E. Lee Drive. Just want to show y'all where we are. If you don't know who Robert E. Lee is, he was one of the Confederate generals. Actually, the one that was defeated, which these Confederate flag wavers don't seem to know. He lost.
There's a lot they don't do.
Why are we naming streets after this guy? Like, I don't know.
He's the loser.
But if you want to go to Robert E. Lee Street, it is here in Sharpsburg, Maryland.
I don't know what y'all are doing.
Confederate stuff.
Oh, God.
Yeah.
It's not a store sign.
Historic Sharpsburg.
In about 1 mile, turn right onto Dunker Church Road.
Okay. Dunker Church Road, we're getting closer. Oh, yeah. Yep.
Turn right onto Dunker Church Road, then arrive at your destination. Arrived.
And here we are at the Dunker Church, where I am meeting with some Washington County folks. They're inside, yep. It's empty. Confederate Avenue. Confederate Avenue. And I'm walking up to the Dunker Church.
When we made a strategic blunder and started to rezone a portion of this battlefield commercial, it ignited a controversy over the world like you never would have believed. But what we did, and I never realized it because I felt like a fool because I led the charge, is we woke up the people that should have been preserving the battlefield, and they said, thank goodness we were woken up. So you have the visual capacity today to see the mountains as they were during the battlefield.
What a wonderful thing to have done.
So that was my part. The prison warden, Pete was in Vietnam. Pete and I have known each other since young guys back in the late 60s and early 70s in the military together. But 30 years writing?
22.
He's got 22 years of writing an opinion in every Sunday's newspaper. So he uses his platform as the Dargan boy. And he's here kind of today to listen to this, to look at publicity. Toby is a sculptor. Toby, have you ever heard of the movie Argo?
Yes.
That's the boy at the end of the movie.
Well, you're the son, right? Yes.
Yeah.
And
well,
really, you inspired the whole thing.
I get choked.
You inspired the whole thing.
I get choked up over it because his dad was the one that brought him out of Iran, which was Ben Affleck. He's now a sculptor. He went to Boonesboro High School. So all of the things that he has, he's done sculptures of Clara Barton, Kennedy.
I've done 2 memorials. I did the Danny Thomas at St. Jude.
Yeah.
And I did in your State House the Davy Crockett portrait box.
Did you?
I did, yeah.
We've seen that one.
As well as many, many
So we're
others.
looking for a sculptor to do something. Now, Leteria. But Leteria is still one of those people, she's from Jamaica, that hasn't gotten her citizenship because of the DACA thing. You know, all of that DACA rigmarole that went, she got caught up in that. The other day, because we're friends, I brought her, we were going out and doing things, and we dropped by the battlefield, never having an idea at all about anything, how Lincoln's Union troops pushed the Confederacy, Robert E. Lee, back into Virginia from this spot, and 5 days later, signed the Emancipation Proclamation. And we got out to get in the car to leave, and she got the news about what was happening with Biden signing that legislation. Well, you can imagine the emotional part of her.
I was crying. I was in tears. I was very much in tears. I know a lot of people think that the fight for immigration, there's a lot of misconceptions about immigration in this country. And it's actually been a struggle for me to gain citizenship, even though I came when I was 8.
I was going to say, you've been here a long time.
Yes. You don't hear the Jamaican accent, huh? Yeah.
Yes.
But, you know, so it's been over 22 years, and I was telling Ron, you know, who actually knew none of this prior to that day, really, because I just never shared it. And I was telling him that I just felt like a political pawn for a lot of, you know, years, like consecutive years. It's just, one side's for immigrants, kind of, sort of, and then one side's completely against immigrants. So, you know, to hear something like that it was extremely monumental. That's the best word I could think of. Because I feel like everything was God's timing with this. To swing past the battlefield, like not intentionally, because we were just in Sharpsburg. And then when we were coming, there was a whole church of people like leaving the church, going onto a bus. And after Ron pulled up and yeah, this church. And so Ron pulled up and he asked the guy, were you guys doing a service here? And they said, yes, we come back once a year and we do a small church service, and they gather from all over the nation in Ohio to come down here. And so Ron thought that they were Mennonites. I thought that they were Amish, but they were actually ancestors of the Dunkers, directly who used to be at this church. Yes. And, I was telling him all that I had learned, from the visitor center about them being openly anti-slavery. They were even a part of the Underground Railroad. And he, again, affirmed why I felt something when I stepped in this church originally. Like, I feel like their spirit of just being for everyone and wanting everyone to just be equal, it spoke volumes at that time. It would even speak volumes now, sadly. It speaks volumes now. But before they left, I had the opportunity to take a picture with them. And it was pretty cool. Like, Ron was like, wow, I couldn't believe they let you take a picture. I didn't know it was a big deal because I didn't know how, not in society they are. Like, they have their own thing going on. So it was really a unique opportunity. And had we stopped by 2 minutes later, we would have missed the whole thing. They would have all been on the bus because they were all gone like within a minute after that. It was impeccable. And now I have a picture with them with the Duncan Church right in the background, which to me as a Black woman, 100+ years later to take a picture with the original Dunker ancestors, that was pretty awesome. It was pretty awesome. Like, it was very surreal. I was in disbelief for a little bit. And then when I went on to do more research, because now my mind was going off, I discovered that there was not a lot out there about them. I was like, well, it's kind of like a little hidden history type of thing, and then I was like, have these people ever been like recognized for what they did? Because what they did is important. We need more examples of that, and sometimes we really do need to be reminded of the history, so that history doesn't keep repeating itself. Like, and the Dunkers were an example of that, and I truly believe being here that day, here's where it all comes full circle. The Battle of Antietam being the battle that led to the Emancipation Proclamation, which freed about 500,000 enslaved people. And then when I read that the immigration law would help about 500,000 people, and I thought that was no coincidence. I was like, wow, everything was just very surreal. It was a new moment of freedom for me. I mean, I'm not there yet. I'm speaking into existence, but said to me, you have so many experiences. And I'm like, yeah, and I feel like I have a lot that reflect being an American. Being an American is being different. It's not being all the same. And people born here sometimes take it for granted. Yeah, it's a big deal to be an American citizen. And I think we gotta change what being patriotic looks like and what being proud of America looks like. Make America great, period. Let's just add a period. That's how I feel about it.
Let's make it better.
Yes, make America better. Let's start there, yes.
What he and I were talking about is our first choice is to put it here on the battlefield. The fallback is to put it in Sharpsburg, because we don't really need permission. We just need the town and council.
Where Sharpsburg is the people we want to recognize.
Yeah.
I mean, with all the suffering, 28,000 here, 24, 26,000 people here, and this is a place of refuge from an escape from all that.
Yes.
And buddy, when you're laying bleeding next to your buddy and your brother, and everybody else, and you're wounded, and your legs coming off, your arms coming off. The last thing you might want to see is a church.
Right, right. It's a beacon of hope, is what it provided for a lot of people.
Yeah.
So Toby, let's the group of us get together. I don't know that a restaurant's the place unless there's a restaurant that's got a little side room. They got a side room down there in the back.
Well, we can meet over there next under the air conditioning.
I don't know that I want to tip them off what we're trying to do.
So you're right. I think sometimes the planning, you know, Abe Lincoln used to sharpen an axe for 4 days before he cut down a tree.
Yeah.
I think the planning, you know, you get your plan organized
Before you go topside.
Figure out what path you're going down.
You know, they talk about going to see Governor Moore, this, that, and the other thing. I'll go to Governor Moore when you got something to tell Governor Moore.
Right.
Yeah.
But I think there's more than enough information for me, just to see the collection of these thoughts and thinking, and they've all been, even, I mean, what's the odds of somebody from Washington County, Tennessee, coming up here?
Right.
And they got your piece in the State House.
Yeah.
I mean, what?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah, actually, so
That's exactly.
I noticed that Governor would be curious from Dennis and John's eyes. I don't think you'd want to put the monument in the view, like that view that you took a photo of this, because this is kind of a memorial to one thing.
Right.
You might end up having it, you know, on the side here. So there is a connection, but it doesn't break up any of the historic.
Right.
His idea is so crucial. How he sees it.
Yeah.
That's the key right here.
And it could
How
be,
he sees it.
you know, it could be on the way to the Maryland Memorial, where it's just on the.
Why is that advantageous to the governor?
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
Yeah.
Next to the Maryland Monument?
Yeah.
Cheese and crackers. I mean.
And I'm always ready with kind of answer to the argument as well. We already have Maryland Monument. Well, this isn't about Maryland. This is about the citizens who had these farms that lives were destroyed. It's a different thing, and there's nothing in that Maryland Monument that talks about that.
That's how Leteria saw it.
Yeah.
She also saw the national stamp, you know, a postal stamp.
And because it hit me, right? This would hit me visiting here, is that we're here, you know. So to us, but it really is a national relevance, you know. And I think that it's time to maybe retell the story, you know, and make this history relevant again, because it is.
Okay, I will get back with you soon, like Monday or Tuesday.
Yeah. That's those are all good plans.
Yep. There's plenty of opportunity.
Closer to